Okay, welcome to the Trading Detectives. I'm George.
I'm Harry.
Yes. Come on, who's next?
Go on.
I'm waiting.
Oh,
You're going to keep waiting.
Oh, the pair of you
Jack.
buffoons.
Okay, Dan and Jack are here also.
I'm done.
Dan, don't just stand there.
I'm sitting.
Yeah, but you're standing in my mind.
Anyway, this is the Trading Detectives weekly wrap-up. And first game that we've got today is Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, which is what I've been doing. I've been looking at this game for a long while, actually. It's by Santa Monica Studios, who did Gods of War, and we did that a few weeks ago.
That a few weeks ago.
And the Order 1886, they did that as well. And they also did your favourite, Flower.
Oh,
They also
Didn't
did
they
Flower.
also do
Flower, huh? Game.
Machine for Pigs?
No,
Oh, they didn't.
the Chinese Room, who
Yeah.
also
Yeah, that's it.
did. Who also did.
What else the Chinese room done? Or doing?
No,
They're doing.
Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
They're doing something else that's new, I think, as well.
Are they? Oh, I'm not sure. Well,
I can't remember
Everybody's
what
Gone
it
to
is,
the
but
Rapture
I'm sure we'll get back.
is also done by the Chinese Room, who did
Yeah.
Amnesia Machine for
Yeah.
Pigs and like mods for Half-Life 2 and things like that. But it's released exclusively for the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 Master Race.
Yeah.
And basically, it's like it's set just after some apocalypse, which you don't really get much explained to you. Like, it's kind of the point of the game is to try and find out what.
It doesn't really look like a
Not being a
post-apocalyptic
rapture.
world,
Yeah,
though,
so-
does it?
No,
Is it? Oh, is it not actually the Rapture? Is that the
that's
point?
well, yeah.
Well, you
Or
don't
is
know.
it
It's,
just
it's heavily
inferred?
story
I
based,
think
so I don't
it's-
think
yeah.
you're supposed to know the end.
No. But obviously,
Well, what's the
it
point?
is the Rapture, but it's kind of what has happened for everybody to kind of like what has happened.
But I mean,
it's like
Okay.
it's not
Like
like
something triggered it. It just
Yeah.
wasn't. God went, well, time to go.
yeah, exactly. So that's what it's about basically.
Okay.
You've kind of you're in this village
That's
in
quite interesting.
Shropshire, England,
Ah.
and it's based in 1984 actually.
1984 Shropshire. Well,
1984.
I'm sure there's so much that happens.
Oh wow!
There are
see,
many of them.
you should see the footage. Actually, it looks literally like a village in Shropshire. Like the roads,
Like a dreary British.
yeah, it's got the pubs that look. I showed you that picture of the pub. Like
Oh,
It-
literally, I thought you were actually showing me a pub. I thought you were going
Oh,
to
no.
go here.
no, that was
Yeah,
actually
it's
in the
awesome.
game. It actually runs off the same engine that it's Cry engine, which is
Oh wow.
yeah. Far Cry. That's originally Far Cry
Isn't
did, and then
isn't CryEngine Crisis?
yeah, and Crisis. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
right,
So
okay,
it's Far
yeah.
Cry. They began. The first one it was the first Far Cry.
Oh right.
That's what
I
they
thought it was
first ran it on.
Crisis.
Yeah, and then Crisis, and then so that's what it runs off, and obviously that is amazing graphically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Well,
easily
I've
the
seen a
best
little
engine
bit
out
of
there
the.
for it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen the trailer and whatnot, and it does look.
Yeah,
The
It
graphics
looks so
look.
good.
I did follow
They're
this a
phenomenal.
little bit, and it does. The graphics in it look absolutely
They are
phenomenal.
insane.
It is
The
ridiculous.
engine
Yeah.
is insane.
I've
It's,
got
but I'd
to-
say it's better than the Unreal 4.
Oh, I don't know. I was about to say the only one I'd say that's better than the CryEngine, especially because CryEngine's
Yeah.
a little bit getting on now.
Yeah, but this
it's
is
the
a new version.
Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a new.
It's a
well,
new version. It's
maybe,
it's
but
CryEngine like 3.1.
I know it's a bit on a
some-
tangent, but honestly, on some of that stuff that's
Yeah, it
been
is
rendered
ridiculous.
in
It
Unreal
is
Engine 4
ridiculous.
is prettier than life.
Yeah, that's true. to be
Now
fair.
let's throw a little M Night Shyamalan plot twist in there.
Okay.
Is it the Rapture because you're the only good person and you left, or is it the Rapture because you're really really bad, so he's left you there on your own?
That
I'm
is
pretty sure your idea
Yeah.
of heaven would be Earth without anyone else in it, so
well.
Well,
it
yes.
depends on the character,
Yes.
I suppose.
I think you don't really find out much about yourself, to be
You
honest.
don't
in
find
the
out.
game.
I mean, the
I think
trailer shows.
anything.
Literally, I don't think there's any speaking in the trailer.
No, well,
So-
there is a
Or
lot of
minimal.
In fact, it is a game which is based on basically you go through Shropshire. It's an open world thing, like so you can go anywhere you want. Obviously, it's not. There's no linear like can't think of.
Strolling through fields.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
much
Stepping
like
through.
Dear As it looked to me.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah,
that
yeah, I
quite-
do
It was
remember
quite a
that,
small
actually.
game,
Yeah,
and that was gorgeous. I actually wish I'd played that through because it was just so
Yeah.
beautiful. And the story element, it immediately reminded me of that.
yeah. I like when so you come up to these like points in the game and like this glowing gold light flashes.
Ah, yes. I
And
remember
like
those.
you can tilt your controller and fire it in different places, and it gives you like a different like a flashback to these people that you kind of find out more about. And I think there's 6 characters in
right.
it that you find out more about. You can't actually see them physically. It's just that like them speaking to each other, like having conversation, and like you can interact with like the radios as well, and you get like a radio broadcast of at the start. I mean, I don't want to ruin too much, so if you don't want to know any of the names of the people, Kate is one of the girls in it, and she does this like broadcast where she's like, it's as the kind of apocalypse is going on.
Oh, okay.
So there's that kind of going on, but then there's also stuff from like well before the apocalypse as well. There's also going on. So they've really focused on trying to build like a relationship between you and all the characters, and like you'll end up apparently like liking some of the characters, and some of the characters like you'll start like you get to a point and it'll be like a flashback to a character you don't like, and you'll be like, oh, I don't like this character, and you just move on, like you walk off. So, but you don't have to do it in any order either, which is pretty good. So you could go to the last. Someone could play it through, and the last thing you like see, like the last flashback you see, might be someone else's first flashback that they see. So they might have a different perception of the person. Yeah. Like they might be, oh, why is this guy so angry all the time? But then someone else might be like, oh, he's had a really...
His wife was murdered by velociraptors.
Yeah.
You know?
Never forget the velociraptor extinction event.
Rapture by velociraptors.
It's called Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
I was going to say, it's not Rapture, that's simply a mispronunciation.
Oh, wow.
There's just one of the characters in the game is Chris Pratt running his way in the distance being chased.
But yeah, I really like the look of it. I was really tempted to buy it, to be honest. But I did see that you're a completionist. So
I am every room I enter, I have to search every single corner.
Exactly,
and that's not in games either. That's
just every cupboard in your house I've searched.
So this is a game that is about 5 to 6 hours of gameplay, unless you're a completionist.
It's about 25 hours for
everything. Like it's about 12 to 13 hours supposedly.
Wow, that's pretty good.
With a game like this, I think I would want to try and discover every single piece of it,
because that's
the thing. Yeah, normally I'm not a completionist, but when it's all about finding out exactly what happened, then I'd be happy taking my time.
Yeah. See, I did follow this for a little bit, and I did have a look at the Lazy Game reviewer. He did a little bit of a little review on it. I watched him, and he said he actually did it in about 3 hours.
Really?
He did it, yeah. But he's obviously sped through it. But from looking at it, it seems like it's almost like a piece of artwork, the game. Like he was saying, like it looks beautiful, and the soundtrack actually apparently it's been recommended just for the soundtrack. Well, the person so good.
The person who did the soundtrack was the same person who did Amnesia Machine for Pigs.
Oh right.
And she worked on this, and so she's I can't remember if she did all of the sounds like in the game or she just did the actual music itself. Yeah. But the developer himself, I can't remember his name. I have actually written it down somewhere, but I want a lot of notes.
I mean,
so I don't know.
I was looking at it, and it seems very slow paced. There's not really a running mechanic in it as such. It's more it's a lot of walking, and there's no real it's not a combat game, obviously. There's nothing like that in it. It's just basically walking. But I think for a game like that where there's not like physical puzzles and stuff to do, I think it needs a strong story behind it. It needs something to really sort of hit you at home, really, to try to get that game up there. Having a game just for the sake of like a piece of artwork, having it look good and sound good is great, but it needs to actually have some substance to it.
If the story's good, it's pretty much just a film with a controller.
Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, but it has to have a good story with a good payoff.
I agree. And like I was watching some stuff as well, like later on, late on in the game, and I was expecting maybe it to have like picked up a little bit from the start, from the very very start, because like the start is you kind of get thrown into it, and it just seems like it doesn't really get like, you don't get to the end and like you're in the countryside of Shropshire now. You're still in the same place, and it's like
it's the most interesting place.
Yeah, you don't like cross over to Staffordshire.
It's something
That's place to be.
That's the place to be.
It was something that I looked at that it caught my interest, but then as I kept looking at it, I was thinking this is going to be one of those games which is really slow paced, and it's all about the artwork and you know, it's going to be like story. It felt like it was going to be a bit like Flower. Like I got that, and
got a little flower.
It intrigued me, but when I played 5 minutes of it and got bored, you know what I mean?
I think I was more excited a few months ago than I was actually like recently about it. So I mean, it looks really good. To be honest, but I don't think I thought maybe I would be buying it, and then I kind of don't think I would buy it.
Don't know whether it's my kind of game.
No, it's not my kind of game.
I think I'd buy it if it was like a £5.
Yeah.
12 quid was it?
And I had more hours and...
I'd pick it up as is for a £5 for definite, like with no doubt.
Oh no, yeah, same, yeah.
But, yeah, if it...
More hours, not maybe...
It's a bit much for a cinematic game experience.
A few more explosions.
Dear Esther's in the same vein. It's really great and it's haunting.
A bit more explosions, did you say?
It needs a bit more Michael Bay.
Oh yeah, because you know what the country of Shropshire's missing? A couple of Michael Bay explosions.
Yeah, and then you can wipe it off
I think
the face of the earth.
I think we're well out of time for this one, actually, guys.
Okay, right. Well, we'll move on swiftly.
Move on to the next one.
To my game, which I'm doing, which is called Volume.
Appropriate.
Yeah. Considering I am the loudest person of the group, it is very appropriate that I do this game. Released today, the 18th of August, and is made by a gentleman called Mike Bithell, who previously made a game called Thomas Was Alone. Which got a lot of awards, actually.
Yeah,
I never played it. I never played it. Was it good?
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing.
Apparently it was a really, really good, and this is his second ever game, Volume. Now, after you've played Thomas Is Alone,
right,
don't go into this thinking it's going to be...
I know, I've seen a tiny bit of this.
It's a completely different setup. People are going into this thinking, you know, the narrative, the narration from Thomas Was Alone and sort of that big story that was with that one doesn't really cross over into this one. There's not as much of a story in this one. This is a entirely stealth orientated game. It's a third person from like a bird's eye perspective.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's almost
isometric.
Yes. And
his face there. Yes.
It's a stealth game. It's single player, and basically the game starts you off, and it gives you these levels, and you have to go through these levels. You have to avoid these enemies who have little cones of vision, and if they catch you, you're pretty much dead straight away. It's not a combat game. You have no way to defend yourself. It's a case of you either stealth through it or you die. And you have to go through this level, collect all the diamonds, and then once you've done that, turn around and go back to the beginning. It does look really fun. It looks challenging. It starts you off with 100 campaign levels straight off the bat.
Whoa.
Then the developers themselves, when they had a bit of free time, they created their own levels and put them in there. Then there's an online mode, and what you can do on that is you can actually make your own levels in the game and put them online, and other people can do the same. So essentially there is an unlimited number of levels for this game. You will never actually complete this game, which is really good. And it's only about £20, I think it is. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Yes. Unfortunately.
Yes.
We have numbers, guys.
I'm the only one without numbers, I'm afraid, guys.
Did I even mention how much mine was?
I did.
Good.
Yeah, it's 12. That one was 12.
£12.79.
If you've got PlayStation Plus.
But this one is for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation Vita only. Again, sorry,
Xbox missing out
again. Oh, no, Xbox. No.
Not that you guys are fanboys or anything.
No, not at all.
What?
We love the Xbox.
Who's there? It's not Xbox.
Oh, I'm completely unbiased. Completely unbiased.
The console patience.
You have a PS4.
What are you on about?
Because of you guys.
But anyway, yes. This game, there is a story behind. Like I said, there's 100 campaign missions, but it's not the same as Thomas was alone, which is fine. This is only his second game at the end of the day, and he's trying different things out. He's trying out different styles of game, which is perfectly fine. That isn't a negative point at all. It's just like we're going. If you're going in to this game thinking it's going to be anything like Thomas Was Alone, it isn't. So you don't think of it like that. That out of the way, the game is great. The stealth mechanics work really well. There's the levels look really fun.
Yeah.
It's just a game that does exactly what it should do. It's a stealth game, and the stealth in it works fantastically. That's what you would expect from a stealth game, and it does it. And like I said, essentially, in theory, there are unlimited levels to this game.
I think I'm guessing have you got to evade? You've got to evade, obviously, like
the little.
I can't remember what.
And like the little robots, and they have like cones of vision. Yeah, it's kind of like a bird's eye perspective.
So similar to what we looked at last week, actually. The Swindle.
The Swindle.
The Swindle.
The Swindle.
It's a strange name.
I missed this.
It was last week. It was mine and Dan's one last week.
Yeah, we did last week.
Wait, you didn't watch it? Yeah. Hang on a minute.
Wait a minute.
I was getting round to it.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it eventually. Okay.
Wow, even we're not watching Go.
Whoa.
You are setting a poor example.
Right, excuse me, okay?
I was
very, very busy, okay? And I am going to get round to watching, okay? I just haven't done it just yet, right?
Well, maybe I won't watch mine and your one.
But you were in mine and your one, so you already know what was in it.
Well, I'm going to be away for 4 weeks, and maybe I might just not watch any of your guys.
Well, you know what? Do it. Do it.
I think we should just bleep you out. Just one big bleep whenever you speak.
Wow,
that's just rude. So
mean.
That is just the best idea you've ever come up with.
Oh, here we go. The gingers are sticking together. The gingers are ganging up on me. Okay.
I can't edit it in, so I have to do it manually.
I'm gonna slap you so hard your ancestors will feel it. And you, okay? You don't even start on you, okay? I'll slap that beard right off your hairy face. You better keep that pile shut. Okay, just because you gingers are ganging up on me, okay? Just because my genes are better than yours. Okay,
get away. Ripped slightly.
Terrible.
They were slim fit, okay? They were too slim.
Oh, amazing! Right,
right. That is volume.
Right. So that's volume. Again, I think we're gonna have to move on, but
to Daniel's game.
Yay!
What have we got
I didn't
for
actually
us
make
today,
it,
Daniel?
It's called Zombie.
Zombie.
But without the E, so yeah.
Zombie.
Pronounce it right, Dan, okay?
Zombie! That's technically how it's pronounced.
No, it's not though. It's not pronounced with a Yorkshire accent, is it?
You
don't get the case and it says zombie and then in brackets in a Yorkshire accent.
You open the case and it goes zombie, and you close it again.
I believe it's pronounced Zombie.
Conveniently, it's actually set in England.
Is it?
Yes,
it might be.
It actually might be.
It might be, except it's set in London, so it's not.
Right, okay.
Wow. So sorry. You looked so upset then. I'm so sorry.
How dare you? Anyway, so this was originally released for the Wii U.
Yes.
It all looked very promising.
Yes.
But apparently it didn't take off too well because people are steering away from making violent sort of horror games for the Wii because it's kind of edged more towards
kind of the wrong
kids.
Yes,
you go from like Mario zombies. It doesn't really work. So, but it's coming out for the Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. So Xbox, you are finally included in the Master Race of PlayStation.
You get one of three.
No, you do not use Master Race to describe a console.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
There we go.
Shut up, CPU, man.
Okay, 5 years ago, okay, the PlayStation 4 would have been a Master Race console. It would have been better than any PC.
But now, it's about a mid-range, if not lower.
Your mid-range. Anyway, it's a first-person shooter style game.
Yeah.
It's a survival horror game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got some really cool features, and one of them is the fact that so you play a survivor, you play like a little survivor.
Sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, you have a great time. But
sorry.
Come
on, Dan. We're professionals, Dan. Come on, keep it together,
mate.
We
are professionals. So basically, you assume the role of a random survivor.
Yeah.
So you go around, you pick up like loot, and you pick up weapons and stuff to fight hordes of the undead.
Excellent.
But if you die,
yes.
Well, you don't respawn. You respawn as a different survivor. So you don't respawn as the same person, you respawn as someone completely different. And you have to go and kind of find, if you want your stuff back, you have to kind of go and find your old player, whichever area it was in.
Similar to DayZ. Didn't DayZ do?
DayZ.
Didn't you?
Yeah, except in a like massive scale and done really, really badly. But DayZ. DayZ. Yeah, no.
So DayZ was like, "Yep, your player's got all your stuff, but good luck finding him."
Yeah, because he's probably on the other side.
Because he's probably literally 300,000 light years away.
Yep.
But yeah, so you got to go and. So as I said, the player that you were playing as, you can never play as him again. But he comes back as a zombie, and he has all your stuff. So then he has to go and find this other player that you were playing as, brutally murder him, and then take all your stuff back if you want it back. I mean, you don't have to do that, but obviously it'd be a bit naff to start all the way from square one, especially. I mean, I remember when I was playing DayZ, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've got a shotgun and I've died."
So, I mean, I didn't have a shells, a barrel. I just had a bit of wood. Yeah. I don't think it's quite as difficult as that, is it?
But I mean, this is something they say it's going to be like it's basically going to be a standard. There's going to standard, basic sort of port. So it won't be, obviously, apart from the fact that the Wii U has that weird little...
Yeah, there's a screen on the controller, isn't it?
Obviously, they're going to have to change things for that. Obviously, the consoles don't have that. But apart from that, they're pretty much just going to...
Supposedly, they are going to remaster the graphics and stuff, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to bump up graphics, stuff like that.
Because the Wii U is not yet known for its graphics.
Well, it came out today, didn't it? As well, Zombie, I believe.
Yes,
yeah.
that is out now.
The graphical upgrades are kind of minimal. A little bit, but not a grand amount. They've taken out what limited multiplayer there was, and the mechanics they've put in to replace the controller are a bit...
So what, you'd say it's apparently got worse?
Well, the port, no, not so much worse, as it's sort of just moved sideways. Oh. It's from what you might expect they might have done in the port. It's a very basic port. It's,
I never got into... I like zombie games, but I never, ever got into this. Maybe it's because it's the Wii U.
I was going to get it, and then I started looking into it, and it just kind of seemed... I don't know, it just... I was just watching it, and I just kind of got this feeling about it. Like, it was kind of clunky, and...
This feeling...
I just got this feel. I just got this tingling down in my loins, and I was just like, I don't know whether this is... Like, zombies is my thing, and I was looking at it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was just as the game was going on, I was kind of like, it doesn't seem like this is really enjoyable. I don't know. That was just...
I'm hoping they're going to fix these issues, because obviously I imagine that I hope the PlayStation 4 runs a little bit smoother.
Yeah,
it does.
I do want to try
a bit better, but the graphics aren't mega boosted. Yeah, like you may expect.
So you can. There's all these cool features that were... hopefully they've. I mean, I've not played the PlayStation 4 one obviously yet, but they've brought some of the features over from the Wii one. You can tag, you can like stuff on walls. Yeah. You can tag clues and helpful hints to people.
I imagine they would have taken
people that walk past and stuff. So you can big zombies around the corner.
I imagine they would have taken features out.
Well, hopefully not. Anyway.
Do you know how much it's going to be?
It's going to be $15.99.
Oh, okay.
That's all right.
That's good.
I haven't tried. That's the redeeming feature.
Yeah, I think I might try it for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm tempted. I enjoyed. It looked quite good. I mean, God knows how it translates to actually playing it, but when it first came out, I was quite interested as well. And I watched PewDiePie of all people actually play it, and it looked alright.
Yeah, I think I saw a little bit of PewDiePie play it whenever it came out.
What do you mean by of all people? Like, he would be the last one on your list.
Yeah, no, just like, I don't know.
Well, we know how much you like him.
Well, I mean, for £15, I'd say it's decent. Definitely. I mean, I've seen some of the. I mean, this was from the Wii, but I've seen some of the gameplay from the Wii, and it does look there's a lot of moments that get really tense.
Yeah.
Really fast paced. Like, there's a bit of the guy trying to get through the door. Like, looks down the corridor. There's like a million zombies chasing him. Oh my god! So he's trying to get through the door. And he's got like pressing buttons. And stuff. But this is on the Wii. He's got to do some stuff on the. That weird little
for 16 quid, I think I'm gonna try that out for 16 quid. I might not
get it. Maybe you can do rent. You can rent games, can't you? On that, I don't know if you can.
No, you can rent old games. I don't think you can rent current games, which I think would be a really good feature because then you could go, do I like the game? Do I not like the game?
I guess it'd lose money though, because then people would play it for a few days and then go, nah.
Unless you literally rented it for like
Blockbuster was a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. Is there still a game rental service like that? Does Netflix have it if you have the DVD copy? Like, there still is the DVD service, just no one has it.
I don't know.
Yeah. It'd be good if you could like pay £1 and get like half an hour on the game or something like that.
See if you wanted to.
It just unlocks it for half it, because in half an hour of playing the game, you can pretty much get the gist of where you want to carry.
If that was for like Skyrim or something, that's like one loading screen, isn't it?
For PlayStation 3, yeah, it is. It is. Have you not seen it's going? Lots of people going around on the internet talking about whether they're going to release Skyrim remastered for the PlayStation 4, maybe.
No, I would straight out buy that.
This is, I'd say, not from Bethesda, but people are saying whether they think Bethesda might do it. One of the reasons because the loading screens were so atrocious on the PlayStation 4. But I would 100% get that, because I stopped playing Skyrim on the PlayStation 3 because the loading screens were so bad I couldn't take it anymore. I was playing games on my phone. I was getting my phone out and playing, like, updating my high score on Ninja Fruit because it was taking that bloody long just to load Whiterun up. It was doing my absolute nothing.
It was terrible, but I think...
But I would definitely buy it.
I don't know if I'd get the remastered. I'd just love them to bring out the next one. That would be great.
Well, they are bringing out the next one, but in the meantime, I'd like to be actually able to play Skyrim on console. That would be nice.
Right, I'm going to have to finish. We're going to have to finish because I'm going to have to hit someone in a minute. Right, thank you for watching the Trading Detectives.
I've been Harry.
I've
been Harry.
Subscribe.
I've been Harry.
Like and subscribe.
My name's Harry.
Please.
Some people call me Harry.
He needs to remember his name occasionally in case it goes away again.
Oh, Brooks, I'm going to shove that bottle so far up your arse you'll be able to unscrew the top with your tongue.
It's a can.
No, he's holding a bottle in his hand. Are you blind?
Befuddlement, yes.
That's why you're wearing glasses. Right, okay, we're going. Goodbye.
See you later. I've been George, I've been Dan, I've been Brooks, I've been Harry.
My name's Harry.
Barbara. Liam Neeson.
Bye, Helen.
Nelson Mandela.
Greg.
Aries.